What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. Before we get started on this week's episode, we are not here to educate you guys about what's going on around the world, but let you guys know that if you are human and you know exactly what's going on throughout the world, the only thing that we ask of you guys is to donate. We are all human. We are all one, and we should all come together during these difficult times because it is not just us that it is affecting. It is affecting everyone. And if you think that you can't do anything, well, you're wrong, because donating is the one thing that you can do. If you guys have ever sent a gift to any of your favorite YouTubers, if you guys have ever spent any money on a video game or on any unnecessary things, then I'm sure you guys can click down below, click on the link and donate. This podcast gets an average of around 20 to 30,000 views every single week. Imagínense if all of us just come together and donate $1, girl.
That's a huge difference.
That's a huge difference. Your dollar can save a lot of lives, feed a lot of children, and you can be part of saving people.
At the end of the day, we all know that there is a whole genocide going on right now, and history is repeating itself. Before, there was no knowledge and no social platforms to communicate with anybody around the world. Now, this is our time to actually communicate and put ourselves and put this video out there to let everybody know what we can do to help those who are in need.
So please go ahead and click the link down below because your support means everything. And with that being said, let's go back to this week's episode. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of
Let's Talk Pendejadas!
What is up, you guys? We have missed you so motherfucking much.
Yes, we have. Hopefully you guys did not miss us for too long. And you already know the drill. Get yourself a little drink, have a little smoke. And for those that I've seen in the comments, I see that some of you guys are pregnant. So
congratulations. Somebody got the good last night.
Yes, they did. Not even probably last night, maybe a few months ago. How far along are you guys? I want to know. That I like to know.
I feel like we're gonna start heading like our pregnant era again.
Yeah.
Like, the good thing is that all of my friends are kind of like done being pregnant. Mm-hmm. So like now next year's gonna be a party one. Imagine somebody else gets pregnant.
Dude, stop! Don't jinx that, Jenny. Oh my God.
We're predicting it here right now. Really right here. One of our friends is going to get pregnant next year.
I know.
But it's not going to ruin our plans.
It won't. We're still going to get the...
Well, what is up, you guys? Welcome back. Now, I do want to address a couple of things here because we do read the comments. So that's the only way that we could communicate with you guys because you guys don't even hit us up anywhere else.
Yeah. Like, this is the only time you guys want to hit us up. Like, hit the hotline. What the heck?
But yeah, you guys, last week we saw all the comments about addressing the kissing your parents on the lips or not. And girl, you guys made me feel weird.
No, well, I'm like, look, I'm sorry. We don't mean to make you feel weird and stuff, but it's just like, I feel like that's something that was never really like a thing.
Well, I'm going to talk about it because I didn't really talk about it as much on the podcast last week, but I am going to tell you guys, my mom did not force me, girl. Like, everyone's like, your mom forced you. I'm like, no. You idiot. I'm like, that is non-consensual. Like, literally. Why would my mother do that? Like, if she didn't was like, give me a kiss on the lip. Yeah. No, bitch. Like, be have some art. Like, have some type of like reality in your sense. Yeah. But when we grew up, like, it was just kind of normal to kiss my mom in the mouth, and like, it wasn't weird. Like, I wasn't over here like making out with my mom or even my dad. Like, y'all make it fucking weird. I just feel like it was very much like it was just kind of like another kiss on the cheek to me. Like, it wasn't really that much of a difference. Of course, when I got older and I knew what a kiss meant, that's where I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to kiss my mom in the mouth anymore or my dad or my sister or anything like that. Like, it was just kind of like normal. Like, I'm sure it just balances out.
It does.
But I'm just going to tell you guys, one thing that I am going to tell you, maybe that's how I grew up.
Yes.
But don't think it's like weird because I'm sure some in other cultures they like lick their fingers to say hello.
Yeah, bitch, they're all licking each other's toes.
They're like, hello.
I feel like it is pretty normal in a sense of like, it's just something that my parents never like I never grew up with or anything. But when people say it's like they're younger kids, like when they're 1 year old or a few months or even that, like people were saying like, yeah, that makes sense. Like if it was like a parent and parent thing, not obviously like not your fucking tios and your tias and shit.
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't kiss my tios,
you know. But I feel like people understand the concept of like, you know, the boundaries of the kissing and what people mean by it. But you know, it's just, I feel like a good topic that I feel like got everybody roaring in the comments. I like how you guys are like commenting down below, like one communicating with us and then communicating with you guys, each other and stuff. Like I really like that a lot. And then another thing that I did want to bring up was the cop situation. Look, I'm not a big hater, okay? I don't mean to be rude to cops or anything of that sort. It's just like, I just have really bad experiences with cops, okay? So, no offense. I'm sorry. I will retract my statement if I offended anybody in last week's episode, if anybody is a cop. But if you are a cop and you're like hot because I saw that state trooper, arrest me.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to arrest you for talking shit about me.
I'm going to arrest you for knowing that you have your registration not paid for 2 years.
But I've had bad experiences with cops. Well, if you guys don't know, like, I've had really bad experience with the cops because, like, when I was younger, of course, the cops would always come to my house because my stupid ass dad would call fucking the cops on us and be like, oh, like, my mom is maltratando us, or even my aunts would fucking call the cops on us. So I've had my handful of bad cops, you know, but I feel like now as an adult, especially because I know that I'm Mexican and like I know that I'm a minority, so like I do get kind of like scared with cops. So I kind of find it in a sense of like, if a cop is disrespecting me, like why would I disrespect them back? Because I'm not gonna trigger something.
Yeah,
like why would I trigger a fight? Like just kind of just cooperate. Like, I just don't say anything that you're not supposed to. Don't answer any questions you're not supposed to. Like don't even like be disrespectful. Like the cop is just there to do his job, and at the end of the day, if you're gonna be disrespectful, like that's on your end.
And that's the thing where I need to learn from, because I will say, like, yeah, probably I handled that a little, you know, too intense. But you know, like it's just, I'm sorry, and I'm pretty sure there's nice cops out there. You know, like I don't blame you, but it's just, you know, it's just people just catch me at the wrong time. All right, like what if I meet one of you guys and I'm in a shitty ass mood? Like expect me to fucking have an attitude or what? Like I've had actually people, like I used to work at T-Mobile or whatever. I actually had someone be like, wow, she's actually really rude, like in customer service. And I'm like, no shit, bitch, I fucking hate my job, you know? But like, you know, I'm working on that. I'm working on myself, okay?
You know what's so crazy? I've always been like the type of person like to be really respectful to others. Like even when they work, like I grew up very traumatized with my mom kind of like having these expectations with waitresses because my mom was a waitress. So when the waitresses would not kind of be like half-assing everything, my mom would be like, girl, like, you're a waitress. You're working for your tips. Like the least you can do is be respectful and, you know, take care of your people like there and not be like half-assing everything, you know?
That makes sense.
Like, when I grew up a little older, I kind of started getting embarrassed when my mom was being disrespectful to them. And she would even be disrespectful to like cashiers and stuff because she knows she works in an industry. So let's say, for example, like if my mom went up to you and you were being really disrespectful to her at T-Mobile, like she would check you. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's like you're a human being. So like, why would I be, just because you hate your job doesn't mean you should be disrespectful to a human being, just the other way around. Exactly. Just because I'm in a bad mood, I shouldn't be rude to a customer service rep.
Stranger or anybody. Or like,
a stranger. It really is a stranger.
And that's a lot to learn because like, why do you think I'm not in customer service anymore? Why do you think I don't want to work in that? Because I know that I tend to have a little attitude occasionally and it's just not okay, and I know that I could like bring that out to people, and especially like to my friends here, you know, to Donnie sometimes. I'm not gonna admit, but like, you know, I just have a little attitude issue, so that's why I'm just like, let me get away from customer service until I figure out my shit, and if I end up at customer service again, then shit, that's my fault, and if I have a better attitude, then I guess that's good. Because I will say, I feel like I have really good customer service, like what's it called? Intentions. If they're like really nice and I'm like fucking with them, you know, like I'm like, all right, I vibe with you, you know, but like other than that, I'm like, Done.
I feel like everyone has always told me match your energy, match people's energy. But I feel like that's not a thing. And that's not even a thing that you should be thinking about. Because if I'm going to be matching someone's energy, let's say someone comes over here and is like really disrespectful to me, why would I match their energy? I'm just going to get in a fight. Like at the end of the day, I could just be like, whoa, like, why are you upset? Like, what did I do wrong?
Turn it to them, basically make them feel like shit.
Yeah, like, why are you being disrespectful to me? I don't even know what's going on through your head. I feel like now I'm kind of just being very human. Like sense. Very being considerate of others and not feeling like everyone's coming out to attack me. Like I don't know what's going on to anybody's head. But anyways, you guys. So before we get started with absolutely anything from this week, let's start off with
Wine of the Week. I'm so excited for this one. So I actually saw this comment from this person, so thank you very much. It is a LeBlanc French Fizz. I like the packaging for this, and I like the little like cork thing that it has or whatever, because like what if we don't finish it and you want to save it?
So Irma did get this at Trader Joe's, and it was only $9, amigas.
Yeah.
I love Trader Joe's. I just don't understand why Alan doesn't like Trader Joe's, pero sí la última vez sí me dijo por qué no le gusta, porque hay mucho gringo ahí. Y yo lo entiendo, amiga, pero muchas veces you have to walk in like if you are a gringo.
I am the running this place, bitch. If anything, I'm the CEO.
No, but like really though, I do get some stares when I get inside like Trader Joe's, and sometimes even the customer service people like that are checking me out are rude. But I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm supposed to be there. Like,
you want my money? You want to get paid? You need my money.
Yeah, girl. But anyways, this is a white wine, and it is light and crispy, 11%, which is great.
Yeah, a little less than the previous one, 2% less.
Because we have been on a spiral with 13%.
We have. Last week we did not finish our wine as a surprise, guys. So like, I feel like last week wine was like all right. If we didn't finish the wine, I feel like it was like just all right. Hopefully this one's really good. We actually haven't had a white wine in a while, so I'm actually very excited for this one. This one smells, ooh, this one actually does smell very crispy. It's very carbonated, as you can see, very bubbly.
You guys, the crazy thing about the wine that has a lid, I think also Irma got it because we have been dropping the wine every single episode. You guys don't see it. You know what? We should probably start putting bloopers at the end of it because you guys don't even know how much trouble it is just to fucking set this shit up. Like, dude, look, I understand that my friend's clumsy, but I'm not gonna deny that I'm not clumsy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking clumsy, but like not super clumsy.
No, but I'm gonna say this. I forget that I have that shit like right next to her because we don't want it in the frame because there's a little table in front of us, obviously. But like, girl, to reach over, grab that wine, like,
it's too much.
It's too much, babe. So.
But yeah, let's go ahead and try this.
Cheers.
Oh, it smells very like sparkly for sure. My bubbles are gonna hurt. Oh, it's nice. Oh, I haven't had a white wine in a minute.
I low-key miss white wine, low-key. We've had red wines for the past month, I feel like.
Yeah, I
don't know why I keep choosing. You know what? It's because some of you guys do recommend red wines, though. So thank you to this person to the white wine, though.
Yeah. But you guys, don't forget to comment down below what is your favorite drink so we can try it on every single episode because every single week we try different wines. We give you guys our opinions and we let you know if it's worth it or not. We have seen this recipe that me and Irma have been trying to do. And a la mejor for Thanksgiving we're going to do. And for the comment that knows who it is, I think it's like the Scooby-Doo snack one.
It's a Scooby-Doo snack one, but I think I mixed it up with a different type of drink. It's with like Malibu and like grenadine and something else. I forgot what. So it's okay. So we have a few options because we're gonna do mixed drinks because I see you guys leaving those comments. We're just gonna do them soon as just like getting the concoctions and stuff. Like and alcohol's not cheap, babe.
Yeah, and let us know if you guys want us to make it here on the show or if you guys just want us to make it on the side. Just to kind of like also give you guys the ingredients as we're making them, but low-key we're kind of clumsy.
So just imagine the wine now with the drinks. No, but of course, before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and catch up.
So you guys, it has been such a fucking week. Like, I have been partying last week for 3 days straight, and I'm still drinking alcohol today.
Oh my god, I'm okay with wine. Low-key, I'm actually surprised that I'm having some alcohol because I think ever since Shotty's birthday, I haven't had alcohol. Only like a little like sip and stuff, but that shit made me good.
Well, let's talk about Shotty Bash event.
Yeah, dude, lit.
It was so much fun. I've never had. Just kidding. No, I've had a lot of fun other places, but no, this was one of my other ones that I had so much fun in. There was a lot of other influencers that I'm really comfortable with.
Yes.
So like, I didn't have to meet a lot of new people, which was even better for me.
It was more of a comfortability, like being able to chat with everybody, and you turn your eye, hey, what's up, baby? You turn your eye, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, like it was.
Yeah, and like it was such a good ass vibe. We ended up. I did get a little tipsy at the beginning, but I had already known that I was gonna drive, so I had to sober up a little bit for like 3 hours, girl. I was bored. Don't get me wrong, but I was trying my best to be like, you don't need alcohol to socialize, Daniel Montes.
Yeah.
So I had to be like, okay, like I'll go ahead and start socializing, but I will not drink any more alcohol.
But you were dancing with me, I think, most of the night on the dance floor.
Yeah, most of the night.
Okay, yeah.
But then Shotty Babe got there, and then we ended up having like a great time. And then I was going to the bar with Irma consistently to get water.
Yeah.
And every single time Irma went to go get a water, she was sneaking a shot.
I didn't know though. Like I genuinely, like I only recalled once. Not once, but like the first few times, like, okay, obviously I remember the first few shots. But after that, I just remember once, like a little flashback of like heading to bar, and there was just a shot there, and I just took it. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll fuck it. It's right there. I'm just going to take it.
Like, I'm not going to waste it.
Like, I'm not going to waste it. Like, I really did not feel like...
Did you crave alcohol that day or what?
I don't know, dude. I genuinely don't fucking know. I think I was just having so much fun, and I was just, like, having such a good time that I was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what tastes like what. Like, I genuinely don't remember tasting the burn or, like... Did I even have chasers?
Yeah, you had chasers. You finished most of the juices they gave you.
Okay, so then I guess I was dead. So if you want to get me fucked up, just get me chasers and I'm set. So
and I'll get drunk.
I will literally get drunk. But honestly, it was so much fun.
Irma even fell. I fell once, but I didn't fall because I was drunk.
No,
I fell because it was slippery. But then Irma fell because...
When did you fall?
Huh?
When did you fall?
I fell at the bar. Yeah, I fell at the bar.
Hey, was I there?
No. You were with... I think you were talking to Comadre or something.
Oh my God.
But I didn't fall like scandalous where somebody saw me and had to pick me up. Like, no, I just fell on my ass, and I was able to get back up. Like, I just laughed at myself.
Nobody else was there with you?
Huh?
Nobody?
No, because I went to go get a drink, and you were talking to Comadre while I was getting everyone else drink.
Alan wasn't there. Nobody was there.
No, Alan's over there socializing with the whole world.
I'm dead. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I didn't fall that hard though. But then Irma fell on the Caballo Dorado.
Dude. We'll even insert that clip here, bitch, because dude, I didn't realize that's how fucked with that. Dude, I don't even remember dancing Caballo Dorado.
It was fun.
I don't remember for shit. It was so much fun. Bitch, I think I still even have bruises, low-key. Nah, not really. Well, kind of not really. My legs are just ugly. But, dude, I remember just, like, fucking dancing for a minute with, I think, Lando. And then after that, it was just a blur. I don't even remember them going on stage or saying their speech. Nothing. All I remember was by the end of the night, Alan grabbed me. He was like, okay, we're going home. Whoop! And I was like, oh, already? Oh, okay. I guess.
No, I ended up going to the car a little earlier because I started seeing people leaving, and Alan and Irma didn't want to leave. I also didn't want to tell them that I was going to go to the car because I didn't want them to think also like, oh, because Danny wants to go to the car, he wants to leave. I was chilling like to go into my car and just chill in the car for a little bit. I caught up on some drama. I went to the car for like 10-15 minutes, and then afterwards I was like, oh, maybe I should text Alan, because what if he is looking for me and I'm like over here in the car? So I texted him and I was like, hey, I'm in the car, and he's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, girl, that doesn't mean anything. I was like, I did not say to leave. So they ended up staying for a little longer, and then they ended up coming to the car. But then we came home, and the first thing that I did was go upstairs and knock the fuck out. But I heard Irma throwing the fuck up.
I didn't think I threw up that loud. Do I throw up that loud?
Yeah, you throw up loud.
Shut up.
Do I throw up loud?
I don't think you throw up like loud. Alan throws up.
Oh yeah,
loud. But
it's like
he's like, oh.
No,
it's like he's throwing up all his.
That's how Alan throws up.
Literally that, dude. That's exactly how he fucking
How I throw up, I kind of just go...
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
And then sometimes when I have to throw my finger in my mouth, I'll go... And I'm not condoning anything. I just feel like I need to to get the alcohol out of my system. In my head, when I'm drunk, I need to get the alcohol out of my system. So the first thing that I need to do is put my fingers in my mouth and throw the fuck up. And I don't care if that is not safe. I know for a fact my uvula hates me, but girl.
But bitch, it will get the alcohol out. I don't want to feel like shit the next day.
Yeah, I will be sober. After that, it was the next day. And girl, we had to go to a Friendsgiving. We ended up going to Karen and Eddie's Friendsgiving. This was the first time that we got invited because they did it last year too. But this year, it was so much fun.
So much fun. But bitch, to tell you, before we even went to the Friendsgiving, dude, I was literally still trying to recover from a hangover. From last night. I was so surprised of the hangover that I got the next day after Shotty's birthday. She did that. Her birthday party did that. What the fuck? I was kidding. No, but literally, this is the first time in I think a long time that I have gotten hungover like that. That I literally knocked out for probably an hour because I had a fucking headache. I woke up like at 3:30, and then I ended up starting getting ready like at 4:30, and I was like, okay, I think I feel good. I fucked up by wearing still a fucking faja. Girl, that shit's like against my fucking stomach. So when we're driving all the way, well, Danny was driving. As it was driving all the way over there, I was just getting nauseous in the car. I feel like I kept on burping stomach acid, and then eventually I did end up throwing up some more. And I was just like, bitch, what the fuck? I ended up unbuttoning my whole fucking faja and shit. And girl, eventually we made it, and I was there. I probably took one shot or two.
I think one buzzball shot for when we were like, what are you thankful for?
Yes, and then just like one regular shot with Adam, and I was like, no.
And then a drink.
But
you didn't even finish it.
No, I didn't even drink the drink. Y'all thought I drank the drink, bitch. I did not drink the drink.
That was the one that you put on the side.
Yeah,
and you just had the candy.
Yeah, I just had the candy. Because girl, I literally was so grossed out. Everybody that was there, they were still trying to get me to drink. They were like, te va a curar, te va a curar. Me vale, güey. No me va a curar. It's gonna make me throw up if anything.
Nah, dude, and it was so like the food was good, the vibe was good, everyone was super nice.
So nice, such
and my highlight of that day was okay. So if you guys don't know, I'm addicted to pens. I am really highly addicted to like weed pens, and like it's really bad. But at least I recognize my problem. So we were smoking still in the house there, and I had the plug and play. Yeah, we had permission. Don't think that we just smoking just because. I was sitting down and I was about to hit my pen, and I just kind of left my plug and play pen there. And if you guys don't know these fools, they have their own podcast as well, and they're fucking iconic. Anyways, but they had came out with a collab with Plug and Play, and I had already tried the one that they came out because before they even launched it, our dispensary had it out earlier than they were supposed to. So of course I had bought it and I tried it. It was delicious, bitch, and it tasted like mazapan. It was amazing. Anyways, so then he ended up coming up, grabbed my pen, and he took out my pen. He's like, "Give me a minute." I was like,
because he saw the flavor and he was like, "No,
yeah." He's like, "Give me a minute." I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "What do you mean, give me a minute?"
Like, what do you want?
Are you gonna hit my pen? So then he comes in the side behind me and he gives me one of their well, I don't think that one was their collab. He did tell me later on that it wasn't this one. This was a different one. I ni me recuerdo, amigas. That was all fucked up.
He was literally already on like a really good one. I was a sober one, so I was like observing everything. But no, yeah, that was really nice of him to give you one.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
The flavors bombed. We tried it out during like the whole party and stuff, and it was really, really fucking good.
And honestly. I got really fucking stoned. No fucking in my mind.
Yeah, dude, honestly. But I generally didn't drink at all. You had a few drinks after that. Alan was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and then afterwards, we ended up just leaving early. And,
yeah, because we had like probably an hour and 30-minute drive
because it was really deep into LA.
Yeah, we didn't think it was be deep in LA, but either way, we made it. We survived, and we came back, and we survived.
And then we ended up going to Marca Registrada's concert.
I was all confused that we were like, wait, where did we go after? I don't remember.
And this was my first ever time going to the stadium.
The Forum. The Forum in LA. Oh my God. I love the Forum, honestly. The Forum is amazing.
It's like a coliseum. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I personally went there once when Harry Styles was there in 2018. So if you guys were at that concert, comment down below and see if you saw me.
But we ended up meeting the banda and they were super sweet. And while we were in line for the banda, there was a lot of pictures of like Led Zeppelin when he performed there. And also, what was that?
Harry's picture was on there too. If you guys saw my stories.
There was a couple of other...
The Weeknd. There was just other iconic artists, but I'm like not really good with that memory, so I don't know.
But it was such a nice nice arena that we went to, and we had a lot of fun. The banda was so good.
Yeah, it was so bomb, dude. I was like wanting to dance all day.
We were dancing the entire time.
Literally, dude. I love it so much. The only thing is that I love concerts and everything, and I love how everybody's like having a fun vibe. Everybody's drunk. I get it. But the only thing that it's a little pet peeve of me is that if you know there's someone in front of you, and I know that your favorite artist is in front of you, just be respectful with the space.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna just putting it out there because, girl, like, I get it, you're drunk, and I get it, you're having a good time, and I respect that. I'm the same way, bitch. Like, if anything, if I was drunk, I'd be in your fucking, like, turning around and partying with you too. But, like, it gets to a point where they constantly hit you. They constantly know. The phone's, like, right there in your face, like, right here, no joke. So I was just like, it's okay. All I gotta do is just get up and I'm set. Like, I'm not gonna let it affect me and stuff. Like, but just, I feel like concert etiquette a veces falta.
I feel like concert and movie theater etiquette has been like one of the things that have been bugging the shit out of me recently.
Literally, like, for example, when we went to Five Nights at Freddy's for Noah and his kid and his friend, his friend and stuff, like, I get it. It's a movie and there's kids, but I don't think that movie was just right for us. Even Noah and his friend was getting annoyed low-key with the audience.
Yeah, they were getting annoyed. Noah was talking as well, but I didn't get annoyed because I was like, these fucking kids behind me are talking. So I was like, Noah, talk loud as fuck. Yeah. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, fuck these children.
Literally.
So, not fuck these children. Fuck them.
No,
fuck their parents.
Literally how they fucking raised them.
No, literally, because the parents were right fucking next to them and not saying shit to quiet down. And they weren't even talking about the movie. They weren't even excited about the movie. They were like, so what did you do last week? I'm like, girl,
let me show you this TikTok. Put this video full on blast loud. And I'm like, girl, what the fuck? And then when me and Ashley were out here talking for a moment of stuff, they were like, shut the fuck up, like, behind us. And we're like, bitch, were you just not talking right now? Like, bitch, control your kid. Where the parents at? Like, what the fuck?
Me being a Karen.
We're Karens. We're literally going to be the old people
Karen.
Y'all understand. But you know what? I think that just, like, I feel like that just wasn't our moment to go to the theaters, to be honest. And, like, we're just going to be avoiding any kind of, like, PG-13 movies with a lot of kids because it's just not our thing.
Yeah,
it's just not our thing.
I didn't even enjoy the movie. Yeah. I wish I would have enjoyed the movie because the movie was really good.
Yeah,
but I just really couldn't enjoy it because there was even some parts that I missed because of stupid ass kids.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. I was like, what the fuck? Should we rewatch it?
And I get it. Kids can be kids.
And kids are kids.
Kids are kids.
They're teens.
I wasn't over here like telling the kids off. Like, I was also being respectful and being like, they're not my kids. I'm not going to tell them shit. They're probably having a great time as well. But maybe if the parents were right, I saw even the parents kind of like voltear their head and be like, oh my God, like, are they talking? Go up to your kids and let them know.
Su pinche regañada, agárrale del pinche oído y dile, cállate los pinches hocicos si no te voy a chingar en el pinche baño.
But yeah, you guys, then right after that, we went to WeHo.
Oh my God.
Irma and Alan are idiots.
What, dude? No, I did not think. You know what? I think you mentioned it, pero se me fue.
So you guys, I had when I had already known that we were gonna go to the Kia Forum, I was like, oh my God, ya vamos a estar en Los Angeles. Let's go to WeHo. But that's all I told them.
Yeah.
Amigas, I did my research.
And you know what's crazy?
I had already known that the Lady Gaga 10th anniversary of Art Pop came out that week. So of course, guess what the fuck my little gay boy ass did? I went ahead and researched what clubs in WeHo were gonna play Lady Gaga. And we're gonna have a Lady Gaga Art Pop celebration. If you guys don't know what Art Pop is, it's one of Lady Gaga's albums.
And it's so fucking bomb to tell you. It's so good. It's so fucking good. It's my favorite.
But I had already had the plan que yo quería ir to Heart in LA, which is a gay bar in LA that was playing all Lady Gaga and paying tribute to Lady Gaga the entire night.
And you know what's crazy, dude? You even mentioned, oh my God, it's the 10th anniversary for Art Pop earlier that week, the Lady Gaga, and you're like, oh shit, that's cool. And then when you said WeHo, I don't know why that didn't click. And like, Lady Gaga, gay, 10th anniversary.
And dude, and literally when we got Karina and all of like
Elizabeth fucking Josh, what the fuck? It's the
Just
Jose
everyone.
Bay,
Just
everyone,
everyone.
yeah.
No. This was before Jose Bay got there.
Oh, yeah.
But everyone's like, oh, let's go to beaches, or oh, let's go to On Top,
Let's
or
go
let's
over
go
here, yeah.
And I was like, no, let's go to Heart. Let's go to Heart. And they were like, why? Like, let's go. And I was like, let's go to Heart to see if it's popping, and if not, then we'll come back and we'll go somewhere else.
And
so
everybody
we go to
fell for
Heart,
it.
and it was all popping, and everyone fell for it. And dude, we just had such an amazing time.
I was sober, bitch, and to tell you that I had so much fun with just the music, dude. I had so much fucking fun. I did not need alcohol for that night.
Yeah, it was
I
such a
swear
great
to you
time.
guys, like, Heart for that night was fucking amazing. Thank you, Danny, for taking us.
Thank you for taking us to the Lady Gaga decade celebration. Alrighty, y'all. So let's just jump right into this week's topic. And this week's topic is kind of just remembering the people that you finally cut out your life.
Gone. If you guys have ever had any experiences with, having fallout with friends or just like people
fallout
that
even with your family.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a really bad fallout with your family. But the reason why I wanted to kind of bring this topic back up was because the other day me and Irma had our conversation with you guys, and maybe when we're ready we will let you guys know what happened. But we had we talked about how we had a falling out where we didn't talk for almost about 3 to 4 months. And, we had a reminiscing moment where we were like, oh, I don't know why, but I kind of see you in my life. And she said the exact same thing in my life for a very long time. And I just kind of put it into perspective of like, shit. We have cut off a lot of people in our lives. It's
kind of crazy how, like, before plans would be made, like, constantly. Like, I feel like we had, like, so much going on when we had so much people in our lives that now that we finally cut off, like, you know what? These people aren't, like, the greatest in our, like, lives. They aren't really doing anything positive towards us. Like,
or
it's
anything
just pure
that
negativity or anything. Like, and I don't mean, like, I feel like, not even benefit, but it's just like
whenever
the positivity, the support,
that's what I mean.
Got it.
Whenever you feel like you want to start a new friendship, you have to understand that a friendship is something that you're gonna benefit off, meaning that you're gonna grow with this person. So if I see someone that's gonna be my friend and they don't even have their life together, like, I will try to help you my best ability to, grow you or, do my best because I want that for others.
Yeah.
But if I don't see you put the effort into it, then I'm sorry. Like, that's just not a friendship that I want to be in because I'm the type of person that I'm a motivating type of person. I'm a guiding type of person. I want you to succeed, and I want you, all the knowledge that I have, I want to give it to you. Why? Because it's free and I'm not going to hold that back. So when I see that I'm going to start a new friendship, I need to make sure that they'll be able to benefit me just as much as they're going to benefit from me. Because as a friend, I know for a fact I have a lot to give.
And it's vice versa. I feel like it's very vice versa as well. Like, I may not have like my shit together or anything of that sort, but at least I'm able to have that support to a friend, my caring nature. Like, hey, what can I do for you? Or like, what is it that like, I could do better? Or like, it just goes to show of like how you could realistically grow with people and
how easily you could kind of cut them off.
Yeah, and it really is that, like, because I feel like, it could be really hard to even cut people off.
Yeah,
like, you can't just, like, for example, like, family members. Like, I'm not saying, like, I cut off my family or anything, but it's just
But
like,
I did.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, did cut off my family members. I feel like actually... Did I talk about this? I don't even remember if I did talk about this.
I feel like you only did your little like tipped your toes into it.
Yeah, because when I talked, honestly, when I look at Alan's Noche de Pendejadas and I review I have not even rewatched it once, dude. Even when Alan had told me that he was gonna post it, I was like, bitch, just fucking post it. Like, I don't even give a fuck.
want to know, like,
yeah, like even when you guys were watching it, like Neil, I wasn't even watching it with y'all, dude. I had like such a cringe moment because I just didn't feel like I needed to air out all of that information. But at the end of the day, I do believe in therapy. Don't get me wrong. Like, I went to therapy a long time ago, but you guys are my therapy. And that I I love that. Like, and I don't care who sees it. Like, yeah, it might be public information, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just recently watched. I'm watching this show, which I wish I would have started it with you, but
Oh, wait, it
unfortunately,
was the one you
yeah,
were. Yeah.
it's called Good Morning. Oh, the morning show.
Uh-huh.
I wish I would have watched it with you because you would have liked
you're
it. But
good.
it's the back scene of like the kind of like the entertainment industry, and I love shit like that. So, anyways. So they were talking about a part where they were like, just tell your story because tomorrow they're going to move on to the next story. That is fucking true. So that's why when I tell you guys anything about my public life, my private life, I don't give a fuck because I'm sure the next day, or some people didn't even watch it, and the next day there's going to be another drama. And the next day there's going to be something new. And the next day is going to be something new.
At the end of the day, nobody's really going to like give a fuck.
Nobody's
so
going to alter their life.
Yeah.
Because you went ahead and said something.
Vocalize something.
Unless, just be respectful, man.
Yeah.
Don't try to get canceled.
Oh, for real. That's a difference there.
No, but I feel like with me, I cut off my family members so easily because I had already put it in my perspective like, this is making me unhappy.
Yeah.
This is stressing me the fuck out. And this is not what I wanted. Now that I am an adult, I want my happiness. I want that peace in mind. And I'm gonna tell you guys honestly, like it was fairly easy to cut them off.
Yeah.
All I said was, I changed my phone number, babes, and they stopped talking to me, and I was like, great.
Thank you so much for making it so easy.
It was fairly easy, baby. Like I just changed my number, moved out, and nada que ver vibes. I don't even talk to them anymore. Like, and that's a choice that I made because I want my happiness.
You want your peace. You want to be able to just like not worry about the drama that they're bringing in, which is unnecessary.
Unnecessary. And, you know, I'm going to tell you guys the other day, me and Alan did have a really big fight. And, you know, he kind of put me into this headspace of, like, we both grew up in a very toxic household. Mm-hmm. And we just kind of want our happiness. And that day that we were fighting, he kind of told me, he's like, you and me grew up in a very toxic household. How do you want to keep fighting every single day? Like, don't you want to just have your happiness? And I was like, fuck. Like, that's crazy. I was like, that is so true. As much as we want to say that we are not our parents, we are very similar to our parents. Dude. And that's what sucks. You know, I love my mom. I love my stepdad. And, you know, like, we just... that's how I grew up with them. But sometimes you don't have to be like them. Just because you grew up with them, just because you have this narrative of this way of living with others doesn't mean you have to be like them. So it's taking a while for me to recognize that, hey, yeah, that's all I want is just my peace. There's no point of me fighting. There's no point of me like just even second guessing anything. It's just be happy. That's what I think about now. If I really want to make a fight with someone, like I just kind of think about it like, do I really want to alter my happiness to alter their happiness? No. I don't want to be that person.
Aww.
And you're like,
oh, that's so cute. I have poop. Since you mentioned about like you cutting off like your family and stuff, how were like family gatherings for you back then? Like, for example, like Thanksgiving time, would you hang out a lot with your like dad's side? How was that compared to now?
Thanksgiving, I feel like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'm starting to love them a lot more now because now I have my family with me and like the people that I love that are surrounded. I am. And I feel like Alan and me like are really our soulmates because think about it this way. I came from a toxic ass fucking family, like my dad's side of the family. And my mom's side of the family, nada que ver because they weren't existent. Like she only has her brother and that's it. So who else can I look up to on my mom's side? So I have a very small family. So when I came into with Alan, like, and he had such a huge family, of course I'm gonna love that. That was such a huge difference. I wish I could enjoy that with my family.
Right.
But my mom has my stepdad's side of the family to enjoy. So I'm not going to take that away from my mom because what if that is healing my mom's inner child where she didn't have a loving family and now she does have a loving family. So, you know, it was just so different back then. I wouldn't even want to spend time with like my dad's side of the family because it was just problem after problem after problem. If it wasn't like if it wasn't my dad putting problems to my mom, like there was other problems between my cousins, my family in Mexico. It was always someone. Or sometimes, dude, because I used to get bullied a lot, I don't even know why. I wish I knew. Now as an adult, I wish I knew why. Sometimes, and I do talk about this, sometimes I really do want to reach out to my other family and just ask them why. Why did you do that?
What was the reason?
What was the reason? Did you hate me because I'm going to why, like, I'm asking these questions was because one time in Thanksgiving, one of my cousins was like bullying the shit out of me, and like we got in a big ass fight. And my whole ass family members were looking at just me and laughing at me.
What the
And
fuck?
my other cousin, they pulled him back and they were like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Bitch.
And I feel like now that's why I kind of just oh dude, I don't even want to cry vibes. Because like low-key, like that just traumatized the shit out of me, because what the fuck? Like maybe that's the reason why I am so reserved at people, because I don't want people laughing at me. I don't socialize because I don't want to feel laughed at. And I overthink things of like, are they laughing at me? Are they looking at me? Are they thinking this way of me? Was because I've always felt judged. Like everyone was always looking at me. And it really was that. I was very much the center of attention in my dad's side of the family, because my dad put me in that position of like, no pues mi hijo, no pues su familia de mi hijo. Like it was always that. It was always that narrative that it was me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
That's honestly,
I didn't want to cry that much. It wasn't that traumatizing. I just remember that.
No, but I mean, that is pretty traumatizing, because at the end of the day, you pretty much kind of learned from that, because you were the one that kind of taught me in the sense of like, don't give a fuck of what others are going to say, because at the end of the day, as long as you're happy of what you're doing and what you are, then shit, that's all that matters, because you're basically healing right now in a sense of not giving a fuck about what others are thinking.
Yeah.
And that's a huge, I give you so much props, and I'm so proud of you, friend, because honestly, like, you've come a long way, and I know you've had so much trauma as you were a kid, so like, to you prospering and like growing right now, it's a lot, and I love you for that, you know? Cheers.
But yeah, like I just it was always back and forth with my family. So that's why like Thanksgiving I try to cherish it now. Even with my birthdays. My birthdays, I used to hate my fucking birthdays. Because I used to hate my birthdays. I would get so depressed. Ni sé por qué. Like I would just hate my birthdays because I knew something bad was gonna happen on my birthdays. But now I just don't expect the worst. Now I'm just like, bitch, the fuck? It's my birthday.
Yeah, like it should be about me.
It's my birthday. Like I'm gonna have such a great fucking time. Like why the fuck am I gonna be miserable? Exactly. Like I'm literally just like not celebrating my birthday when I could just be like, I'm gonna have dinner with this person. I'm gonna have dinner with this person. I'm gonna have dinner with this person.
And we're gonna get fucked up.
We're gonna get fucked up. And if they don't even, and I don't think about it twice of where like, oh, they're not celebrating my birthday. Why aren't they coming to hang out with me? Bitch, girl, as long as I'm having a great time, like,
and the people around are there, then it's your shit.
Yeah, as long as I'm having a great time. Like, I just don't overthink it anymore. I kind of just, I'm like, happy.
Yeah.
Happy.
You're soaring in happiness.
But yeah, how was your life growing up with Thanksgiving?
Honestly, you know what? That's crazy. So, I feel like lately I have never really been family oriented, and I feel like I've always struggled with being family oriented, and a lot of people are gonna find it like, what the fuck, what do you mean? Like, I've mentioned this plenty of times. Me and my family growing up were never like, I love you, fam, or I love you, or brother, come over here, give me like, you know, how you would fuck around with your sister of like fucking like slapping her, or like not slapping her, but you know what I mean,
beating her.
But you know what I mean, playing around with your siblings. It was just not really a thing. It was just constant, like, arguing of, like, my space, or, like, you do your thing, or, like, no, like, this is my favorite thing. You shouldn't be liking it. Like, it was just always, like, little arguments. So, growing up with families, yeah, I've had really good memories of, like, you know, growing up and, like, being in family gatherings and stuff. But it was just never, I never felt, like, there, like
a family gathering.
You never really felt like that. Like, it just felt like, okay, we have to do this. Okay, like, I guess just, and also it's because to make my mom happy, bitch. It felt like family, but in a sense, you couldn't really get that connection. Like, it was just awkward. You know, like I just felt
What'd
that
you call it?
awkward. It was a fruit fly. You're like, huzzah!
You were like, awkward.
Imagination, bitch. No, but yeah, I don't know. It was just really weird. Like, personally for me, I just felt like I was out of place. That's literally just how it felt. Like, I felt like if I was adopted. Like, am I adopted? Is there something you're not telling me, Mom?
Nah,
We all look alike. Nah, we look hella alike. But I don't know. I feel like it was just so weird because I feel like my mom tried so hard to like get us to like love each other and all that stuff. But I feel like me and my siblings were just so like disconnected, and we just didn't really like we didn't know or
Didn't
like
have that connection.
We didn't have that connection, and there was just awkward. Of course, I've mentioned before, like I'm working with that with my younger siblings because, you know, it feels like shit. It doesn't feel nice because like you want to have a connection with your family. You see all these other families, like for example, your guys' and stuff, and I'm like, why can't my family be like that? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's just like not everybody's the same. Mm-hmm. Not everybody could really just like, you know, disfrutar and like let themselves go like that, you know, without, you know, getting, I don't know, like if it was just, you know what it is? I just felt like it was just judgment. That's how it always felt like, especially when I was going to other families gatherings, like with different parties or like with different families. I just always felt judgment. And that's all I'm going to say.
Alrighty, y'all. So that is it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did, porque we love talking the chisme with you guys.
Yes, I honestly really enjoyed this week's wine because it was finally like a little white wine moment.
Yeah,
so
it was so good. And before we leave, we want to leave you guys with a positive affirmation so you guys can leave happy and thinking.
It is up to me to keep going. I like that because last night I was just like, I don't know, I just felt so like, oh my God, I'm like, I haven't done anything. And that kind of just like pushed me. I'm like, damn, I need to fucking like
do something
because you know voy a andar en los pinches streets. But overall, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and you know, share this video to anybody who you think is gonna enjoy and all that stuff. Don't forget to leave a comment below of what part that you liked or any wine suggestions. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias at RoommatesXO,
at Call Me Danny,
and we will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.